AFC West, obviously the Chiefs, defending Super Bowl champions. I think they got better. They drafted well this year. They're certainly trying to put fast, powerful guys around Patrick Mahomes. They're going to protect him. They're going to pay him. Chiefs are the epitome of a well-run organization right now. Jim Harbaugh in year one with the Chargers and obviously Justin Herbert, of course. We'll see what he can do transitioning back to the NFL where he was successful. Don't forget, made it to a Super Bowl with Colin Kaepernick, obviously made Alex Smith look like $1 million. So he's got the pedigree. He's done it before, just hasn't gotten to the mountaintop. The Raiders just decided that they're going to start Gardner Minshew, so they're going to be terrible. And the Broncos are going to be awful, even though they drafted Bo Nix. They have a terrible quarterback room other than that, and I just don't trust Sean Payton, as you know. So AFC West, in my opinion, is the Chiefs to lose.
You're right. It is. I think it's one of the most interesting divisions this year, though, because I think that the Sean Payton Bo Nix combination could be interesting. I think this is Sean Payton's last shot at being relevant as a head coach in the NFL, as developing Bo Nix and turning him into a franchise quarterback and resurrecting the Broncos. Obviously, a lot to watch with the Chargers. I think that Harbaugh is kind of a quarterback whisperer or whatever, and has unique tactics, if you will. But there's been no debate really about Justin Herbert's skill set. It's just a matter of having someone that can implement it effectively. And I think that Jim Harbaugh is the guy. And then you have the Raiders. I'll be honest with you, man. I don't even know who the hell the Raiders coach is.
Antonio Pierce.
Who's playing quarterback for the Raiders this year?
Gardner Minshew.
Okay, all right. So, and you mentioned that I lost some internet there for a little bit while you were talking, and we looked out. So, I loved me some Gardner Minshew, man. I will say that I loved him when he was, breaking the passing record at Wazoo with Mike Leach, and no, I mean, obviously, I liked him with the Colts, man. I wasn't even worried about it when Richardson got hurt and they turned things over to Gardner Minshew. I'd love to see it. He's the Uncle Rico of the NFL, at least in appearance. He's much more talented. But that's interesting, man. I was gonna say no one knows what the hell the Raiders are gonna be, and I guess that's true. But with Gardner Minshew, I mean, I feel like there's at least a fairly reasonable floor with a guy like that.
Yes, you definitely know what you're getting. You're getting some great games and you're getting some really awful games, like that 10-6 game in London or in Germany last year with the Patriots. Yeah. So possible high ceiling, sometimes very low floor. And that's just what you have. But first year coach, Antonio Pierce took over when the Raiders fired their coach last year, and the players wanted him. He's a player's coach, but he doesn't have a lot of experience. And there are some guys that are getting head coaching experience or head coaching jobs that don't have a lot of experience. And I think some owners are trying to go for guys that the players love. And I think that player coaches work out as long as they are developed and have the ability to be a good head coach. Pete Carroll was a player's coach, but obviously knew what he was doing. And Andy Reid, I would say, is a player's coach as well, but obviously knows what he's doing. He's got rings to go with it. Bill Belichick, decidedly not a player's coach, but that's a different era. And so the Raiders, to me, are one of the worst or poorly run organization in the fact that they don't make a lot of good decisions with personnel. They don't make a lot of good decisions when it comes to hiring. I mean, just look at their coaching pedigree, just everything that has happened. And Al Davis can't be happy wherever he is right now. But you might be right. They could be sitting at about average, but I'm not convinced because I don't feel like the Raiders do very well when it comes to running their organization. But moving on to the NFC.
Hey, all I know is they got a sign on the wall somewhere that says tradition of excellence. And that's all I need to know.
Just win, baby. That's all. That's all they need to do.